In today's equity index futures markets, let's take a look at the S&P 500 future as it's having a nice move here today. We're seeing a strong move higher, up a little bit over 2.25% today currently. And again, negating or reversing, I should say, a couple days of selling pressure that it realized late last week. So we are seeing the equity index futures markets having a strong run across all the different indexes. But certainly when we look at the S&P futures, pushing back up towards that 3,900 handle. It's just shy of that currently, and we did see it get pushed over 3,900 handle intraday, but again, still top end of the range for today's price action. And looking at some of the factors playing into it, I think there's several factors here that we can contribute to the strength today. Number one, the stimulus measures moving through to the Senate now, and it does appear that they're going to get passed by the end of the week. I think that's having an impact. Couple that with interest rates moderating. We are seeing some moderation in interest rates now to start the week after the volatile week last week. So I think that's certainly another factor playing into why we're seeing renewed strength in the equity markets. Third thing, new money. Start of the month, I think you're seeing new money flows coming into these equity indexes as well. So again, I think that's a driving factor here. And the fourth factor, I think, when you look at it just from a global perspective, we did see some renewed strength in the equity markets from a global perspective coming into today's session. So I think all those factors kind of led to this nice run out for the equity index futures markets as a whole today. And looking at some of the performance metrics here, we're seeing the Russell futures having the best day today, up about 3.5% currently. The NASDAQ futures, after maintaining positive territory on Friday, the only equity index futures market to do so, continued renewed strength today, and we did see them up about 2.75% or 2.75%. S&P 500 futures up about 2.25% currently, and the Dow futures up just under 2%, around 1.9%. So again, strong run out for all these equity index futures markets. The one thing I do want to point out, though, is something that I watch very carefully, is that the volumes today are not necessarily as strong as I'd like to see when you look at some of these renewed strength within the equity index futures markets. We saw heavy selling volume on the sell-off days last week, but again, not significant volume when you look at today's price action across all the equity index futures markets.